What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode.
We are not ASAP Finance anymore. We are rebranding into a not different, but more broad podcast. And like we've been doing these podcasts in the past where it's like we have people on and we don't talk like just strictly about finance. It's not like this investing only and like money. It's more like self-improvement and entrepreneurship. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and we don't want you guys to think that we're completely changing the podcast. We're just changing the name. As you can probably tell from those last few episodes, it's not strictly, we're not just coming here to talk about, the stocks, crypto.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, we've had in our bio, self-improvement, entrepreneurship, finance, crypto. So we just wanted to pick a better name that kind of encapsulates all of that.
Yeah. And what is it? It's manifest your success. And that's just it really just encompasses like what it means to like listen to a podcast and like watch YouTube videos that are informative and books and whatnot. And like if we feel like it really sums up like why we're starting this podcast too, because we want to be successful and we want to help other people be successful. And it really just sums it up instead of ASAP Finance, because it's super specific. And but this isn't like when you think of manifest, like there's those girls out there and they do that like cheesy manifest, like, oh, I want to manifest this guy to like me. No, that's not what we're doing. It's more of like making the choices and like setting yourself up to be successful, not like this just like, oh, let me do this and think really, really hard about this and then it's going to happen. That's not what we're doing.
Yeah, so we really got to make that distinction. The girls manifest, that's like hoping or wishing and not taking any action, right?
Not that that's designated towards girls specifically, because some guys do it too, but
just like the
that connotation
current day social media type manifesting that you see. But then over here, taking actionable steps to make things happen and setting your goals and your life up to make sure that you can accomplish.
Right. And this will help us too, like as far as like the guests that we have on. We don't necessarily like this increases the spectrum of who we can have on, because if they don't have like this finance heavy background, but they're really experienced in another field and they know a lot, you can learn a lot from other people in a broad ranges of field, and not them just being in finance. Like if you're a carpenter or something, like you can learn a lot from being a carpenter, but they might not be well versed in finance, but they know how to build a business and help clients, which we will learn from and then you guys will learn from as well.
Yeah, so now instead of just having our guest list currently, like Warren Buffett, these people, now we've reached out to some additional guests. We got like Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, so should be some interesting episodes upcoming in the future.
Yeah, but let us know what you guys think about the logo. I'm excited. We're about to take off. We're going to the moon. We're manifesting our own success of this podcast. And yeah. And
before we close out, I guess a quick little question that I think could really finish off this episode. Okay. How are you manifesting your success?
How am I manifesting my success? First off, I'm starting this podcast. Okay, if you're not listening to this podcast, then you're not manifesting success. Every time an episode drops, even though we've recorded and edited it and we already know everything, I always listen to it because it's just a great episode.
Twice, because I watch it and I listen to it.
Exactly. And then I'll also be listening to other podcasts. You got to get a broad range of perspectives. Like make sure you're reading books and just learning every day, And if you have that mindset, which is really what manifesting kind of is, if you have that mindset where you want to get better, then your actions will follow as long as you keep thinking that way. How about you, man?
Wow, that was good. Mine's probably going to be pretty similar, but since you mentioned our podcast, I think it's important to say like our podcast, we're making this to not only benefit ourselves from the things that we talk about and research and the people that we have on that we learn from, but we want to like bring our audience on and have you guys experience the same thing, learn the same things that we're learning like with us, so that we can all grow together and become successful. But similar to you, I guess gain knowledge, as much knowledge as I can with any time that I have, books, podcasts, YouTube videos, articles, and then set my life goals, have several streams of income to the point where I can travel to all the places I want to travel, and then have a good life with a family, and enable my kids and their grandkids to have a good life as well.
Right. That's a great point. And everyone's success is different, Like you described how you would feel successfully right now, but someone else could have a completely different perspective on what success means. And we're just trying to cover all people and all individuals. We got a lot coming. got a lot of guests lined up right now, actually. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications, because we have some cool guests coming on.